It's MAWA heavyweight champion, Big Billy Gold. You're watching BJ and DG talk wrestling, and that's gold. That's Billboard Billy Gold, and this is gold. This is Billboard BJ and DG talks gold.
Welcome back, everybody. BJ here, DG there.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody? And as always, the third member of our team, Pete the Law Peters.
What was that? I couldn't hear you. Billy made me deaf again.
Shocking, man. And if anybody's curious about where I am currently at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. I won't be on long. I just had to keep my nice little streak of appearing on episodes going. But from here, I will let you guys take it away to talk about MAWAPALOOZA from this past Saturday in Somerdale. So you guys have fun and everybody be good to each other.
All right, thank you, Ginger. Archives in the chat. As you can see, Ginger was just doing the intro, and yeah, he's gonna sit backstage and throw up graphics and make fun of us, and maybe play some sounds. I don't know. Who knows? It'll be fun. But yeah, so Pete and I stepped through a dimensional portal on Saturday and went to a Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Alliance show, MAWAPALOOZA 8, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only did it feel like another dimension, because of, like, you know, a lot of wrestlers we were familiar with were in different roles at MAWA, like doing some different stuff at MAWA. But also the crowd was just so different from what we're used to at the PWSA. These people were into the whole show. The place was loud, the place was packed, everybody. It was just a very, the vibes for that show were just amazing.
That was, yeah, like we've been to 2 other MAWA events, and I just feel they are progressively getting more and more interesting storyline-wise, but also just raging more, because that audience, that felt like an earthquake was going on, man. Like, it's just pure electricity in that building, and I look forward to November. You know, I wish it was sooner. I wish we didn't have to wait 5 months, but, you know, nonetheless, I love MAWA. It's a great promotion, and I love seeing the talent they bring out, and I'm addicted to the storylines they've got going on.
And not just that, like, it's great getting to see not only the talent that we're used to seeing at the PWSA, but also these guys that we don't often see from Dog, you know?
Absolutely.
Expanding our horizons and getting to know more wrestlers. I mean, Vinny the Fixer, Dylan Mesh, Connor Schaefer, they've just been amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have some guests. Yeah, part of the reason the atmosphere in the arena was such a blast was because Pete's posse were just out,
and not me, Pete.
Not him. Cowboy Pete's posse. They were just out, just yelling at people, making fun of people, challenging people, threatening people. It was such a good time just being near them and just hearing the stuff that would come out of their mouths. And it
was shenanigans galore, bottom
line.
So,
having said that, we have 2 members of Pete's posse joining us tonight. Mr. Brian Murphy, as well as the Italian Tank.
Jeez.
There we go.
What's up?
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Mr.
hello.
Murphy, Mr. Tank.
I didn't realize we were going to see that son of a gun champion, that MAWA champion at the top of the intro.
Yeah, who blew out my ears, too.
One of our favorite interests.
Right. I think I got to go see an ear doctor tomorrow because of that one. Like, geez.
Yeah.
That's gold.
But gentlemen, thank you both for joining us. You know, even though we may feel indifferent about your affiliation with Cowboy Pete Carter, it is an honor and a pleasure to have both of you on here, as you both have an incredible in-ring track record, as well as, Brian, you've been crushing it on commentary as well in a couple different promotions the past couple of weeks. So, love having you guys and can't wait to see what it is that we talk about, considering you're both key members in Cowboy Pete Carter's posse. See, I messed it up. I was so
Pete
nervous
Posse.
that
Better get it right.
Hottest, pinkest posse in professional wrestling. Get it right. That's how it is.
I'm sorry, Tank. I was nervous that Pete was watching, so I stumbled. So as we saw Saturday night, Pete's posse came out as soon as the doors opened.
Oh, Posse came out. I heard there were two smelly dork punk scum sucking weasels making fun of me. Well, let me tell you something. You, and to the bottom right, you smelly paisan, you make me sick when I see you. I spit at that.
You don't say
and
that.
You, Ryan Murphy, that stupid haircut. Your hair looks like my jungle bridge. Disgusting. You repulse me. You pink freak. You don't belong in MAWA. You don't bleed blue. You bleed pink. Look at couple of posses. And what I say to that is good day. No. Good morrow. You know what? Good nothing. You go to hell.
That was the most John Candy outro.
Yeah, right?
I love John Candy. That's where I stole the real article from. I love. But no, Billy Gold.
Yeah. See, you never know what's going to happen on the BJDG Talk Wrestling podcast. Random characters just popping up, causing mayhem. Yeah. Speaking of where I was at with random characters making mayhem, Pete's posse decided to pop out when just, the audience was just getting into their seats and causing ruckus. Miles smacked my hat off as well as the gentleman next to me. Dad Bod told me to shut up. And, there was just a lot of mayhem. There's a lot of people yelling, booing, shouting. Brian, how do you feel about this audience reaction?
I tell you, that's definitely been something that I have enjoyed, switching up from at the Monster Factory. I was always a face. I was always a good guy. And to the extent that people were it's such like a pure face that if/when I turn heel, it's oh no, that's like seeing I'm trying to think of like a pure baby face, but like a yeah like a Sting, like a Hulk Hogan, or so that, not that I was like any Hulk Hogan at the Monster Factory or nothing. So at MAWA, it's been really fun to kind of cut loose and be able to kind of get the ire, get the jeers from the crowd. And it's something. It's been a learning experience too. Of all right, how much can we amp it up before it's too much, or but it's been really fun to exhibit that alternative side.
Well, my first time seeing you was I believe at one of the events at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, and in that environment, you were very much you were kind of had a playfulness to you, but you were definitely angry, heel guy, and I was like, oh man, this dude's coming in hot. So when I saw more of a comical approach to, the heel work, I was like, this is great. This is really you really play into the fun side of wrestling, as well as keeping that heat in the moment.
And not in a cliche way.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. I think definitely comedy in wrestling has been one of those things that has been definitely one of my go-tos. Definitely one of the areas where it's I feel like I can kind of expand in this direction. And I was gonna say way back. I guess it wasn't that long ago. It was within. Wait, Tank, when did we have our MAWA match?
Our MAWA match was last year.
Yeah, because when we went in January, you guys, I'm pretty sure, Tank, you were part of the posse, weren't you?
What, at MAWA? No,
Yeah,
because
maybe. Okay.
At MAWA, I've never been. Wasn't a part of the posse until this
Okay.
last show.
Until now.
Yeah, until now.
So it was at the Star Academy where you were.
Yeah.
Pete's okay, got you.
Yeah. So I'm actually one of the original members of Pete's Posse. When Pete's Posse first started, it was me, Isaac, Pete, and another unnamed person that has they've since retired. So
Okay.
That's in the past.
Yeah.
And since then, we've always talked about branching out and trying to get the posse, out to other promotions. I mean, especially we've always taken on the like Brian is great because he's got that great like comedic style. And at the Monster Factory, we were the comedic heels. We were the comedic heels that we would come out and, we would be absolutely stupid. We would screw each other over in some way during a match, and we would be having fun and really playing into the whole thing. Yeah. So it was a thrown together type of idea that kind of got laughed into existence, and then we just took it and we were like, all right, let's actually do something with it. And we were rolling. Actually, we were tag team champions at one point at the Monster Factory. After getting a lot of heat.
Sure.
Yeah, we just turned it into wow, what's the next step for to keep on getting heat? What's the next step? And finally, it was like, yeah, we got to win the titles. Like, we got to come out there. We got to win. That's got to be the ultimate heat point. Nobody wants us to win titles at all.
Yeah.
I will say from the locker room, and oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Froze there for a second. But from the locker room perspective, it is one of the most unanimous, like, celebrated, like, title changes I've seen, like, backstage. Definitely great heat from the fans, but like, I definitely remember like everybody being like, finally, like, the time has come for Pete's Posse, like you and Isaac, man. Like,
when the locker room pops, it's a true moment.
Yeah. It was one of those. It was a deserved type of thing. Like, we, putting in all the work and working with everybody that we did, at the factory, that, we were always pushing each other to just keep on being better. And it was finally, it turned into, well, now it's your turn to be pushed and to be, up to that level. And, putting us there, it was such an honor, obviously, to when you're awarded the opportunity to win a championship. Granted, I'll say Pete's Posse was tag team champions, but I will not say I specifically was a tag team champion. It was the other two that were the champions.
Give yourself the credit, brother.
I caused the distraction that gave us the opportunity. So I will at least take
Freebird.
I wish we Freebird ruled that. I mean, the next thing things started happening, so we never really got that opportunity to play around with that. But that was on the table. We were going to start playing around with that and messing around, with the whole, like, we're just going to be announced as Pete's Posse, and you never know who's actually going to be the one stepping into the ring. And so then there was going to be that opportunity, but then, other things started happening around us, and then they gave the belts to who did we lose?
Some schmucks.
Yeah, we lost to a couple guys that were called. Oh goodness, what were their names?
Might have been the Murph Z Guarantee.
Yeah, the Murph Z Guarantee.
Mike Z, and a
one Mr. Brian Murphy.
Oh, damn. So you took down Pete's Posse before you
I would say one of my biggest Monster Factory rivals was Pete's Posse. Like, if I had to put like a sinister six together for Monster Factory, Brian Murphy, I'd say Tank and probably Isaac. Independently, I'd say like make it, but definitely as Pete's Posse. And they were really like, we feuded a little bit with Controlled Chaos at the end, but like, we were working with Pete's Posse all through last summer, I'd say. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Because when we saw Pete's Posse make its debut at the Star Academy, I remember seeing all these guys coming out wearing pink, and then like this big guy wearing a big old pink like poncho with a cowboy hat or a sombrero. I don't remember what it was. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? They're like, this is our Tank.
Are we talking about this guy right here? This beautiful hat
Yep.
from
Yep.
Walmart for $10. So if anyone wants one, it's not a secret. Walmart, $10. It's a party hat.
When I first saw you come out in that hat, I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh,
Is that a lampshade?
That is an evolution, my friend. That is an evolution from a hand-me-down cowboy hat to just kind of going to like Party City and finding like, you know, the glow ones and things like that. We were gonna do at one point the angle bit, you know, with like the really tiny one, but like kind of do that bit with Curryman, you know, how like he comes out with the big sombrero and then reveals the small hat on his mask. I was gonna do that bit at one point. We actually did that for Pete's birthday. We did that bit where we all had the hats on, and then when we took off our hats, they were party hats underneath that like popped up.
That's great. It seems like there's a lot of fun like that rotates around Pete Carter, you know, and just like, is he the general idea guy? Does everybody take their turns pitching in the ideas, or how does it all play out when it comes to you guys doing your shenanigans of Pete's Posse?
I mean, I'll say for the factory version, and kind of into a little bit of the IPO version, it's been mainly him being the idea guy, with like me and Isaac kind of like adding in stuff, or we would all come up with ideas and kind of like brainstorm it a little bit, but it was mainly him. I don't know, Brian, you know, this new version, the MAWA version of Pete's Posse, what exactly you guys are feeding off of each other yet, you know?
Yeah, I think there's definitely as much as there is like a mix of different stuff. Like Pete has always been, and seeing it like at the factory as well, like somebody that is always like bringing forward like really outstanding ideas. I'm thinking back to like different times of like Philly Karen and stuff like that. Like he was really good at like thinking of like, okay, what is kind of big right now and what can we bring to like TRL on Fridays, you know, when thinking of like different ideas of like what can we do, you know, this month at MAWA. He's always really been on top of that, and in addition to that, he's one heck of a promo. I really have always admired that aspect, and like, yeah, he's and overall just a really cool dude. A really neat dude.
Yeah, I love booing them, but after the shows, I there's nobody I want to walk up to and shake their hand more than Pete Carter, because I'm just like, you know, just like, hell yeah, enjoying what you guys have all been doing and putting together, and yeah, man, like I'm curious. I can't wait to see what the future of Pete's Posse is in MAWA. But you know, at the beginning of Saturday night's show, we saw them, you know, come in pretty hard at the end of that Dynamite match. You know, there was that rivalry that you and Pat had last MAWA show that was just supposed to be, you know, the sit-down talk that ultimately led into a hell of a match. That rivalry with Pat Dynamite. How was that built at the January MAWA show? I can't remember. It's just so much wrestling this year.
No, you're totally good. I think the main thing, before I even knew that I was wrestling Chris Desmond, I knew that we were going to be doing the segment in March. Okay. And then it kind of like the pieces just started coming together where we kind of decided like, okay, we'll do the posse introduction at the end of the Chris Desmond match. And then, you know, eventually that led into in March, I think it was, with the Pat Dynamite match with his connection to Billy. It kind of just organically, I think separately, the Got a Dad Bod match started coming together that we just saw the other night. And the pieces just kind of started coming together. Like we were like, oh, what if Billy like comes out to like save Pat after the match? And that kind of sets up for later on, like, he got involved in the posse's business. What are you doing, Billy? And both those guys, I know you guys are super familiar with them, but like, man, something that has been I don't want to say like a good part of the factory closing, but like I think we have been kind of forced out into the grander world of wrestling, at least in the mid-Atlantic area. And Billy and Pat are two guys that are absolutely gems and like so talented. Like it was great working with Pat in that match, and of course Billy with this main.
No, absolutely. Will we see a Brian Murphy versus Billy Gold in the future? You know what I mean? Like that's something that would be pretty interesting.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't want to say nothing right now, but Billy was on my list at the start of the year. That I do it like half joking. My like, oh, this is my list of people I want to face this year. But like,
I just saw
he's
Sam
one of the
Reaper's
sincere ones.
I saw Sam Reaper's list because he posted it on his story the other day, and like he's already, I think 6 out of 10. Like he's already gotten through 6 wrestlers out of his 10 on his list. So like, that's not corny, man. If I was a wrestler, I would definitely I'd have like a top 20. You know what I mean? Like because there's so many talented people in the game, both of you included in this. You know what I mean? Like if I was a wrestler, I would love to take on you, Brian. I don't know about you, Tank, because I feel like you would just flatten me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like,
wait. What does that mean about me?
That means I think I could take you on, Murphy.
Ah! This is valid.
No, Tank, I see the destruction. I'm not trying to take a grenade.
Oh yeah,
and the fire in a hole.
Yeah, no, trust me. The grenade is that's quite a fun one to do. I definitely I've made a couple guys almost crap their pants, quite literally, and I mean that like absolutely literally. A match that I had recently, I landed on the guy, and while the ref was counting, he goes, "I think I asked my pants," and I'm like, haha. And then I get up and we talk about it afterwards. He's like, "No, for real. Like I farted and I really thought that I crapped myself." I was like, "That's great."
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody with anything stiff, but if I'm landing on you, I'm landing on you.
Yeah, it's not like you're a tight 120. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah. I'm 330 pounds of meat.
Meatball.
Yeah, exactly. Known as little meatball.
So Tank, how did you come up with some of your signature move names? Like you've got fire in the hole, you've got grenade.
Yeah, actually, so my one of my main finishers for a while is actually, I call it the landmine. That is the Bubba Bomb pretty much move that I've been doing.
Yeah.
That was actually called the landmine.
Landmine, I like that.
Yeah, the landmine. Then I have the mortar shot, which is a cannonball in the corner. That's one that I like to set up, and then I'll really hit the ready, aim, fire, and then run in and take a full-on somersault dive. And then my main finisher right now is,
are you a military guy? Or are you like, do you like stuff with that?
So the quick form of actually the character of the Italian Tank is, it's actually inspired by my father, who was the original Italian Tank. He trained at the Monster Factory back in the early 80s when it first started under Larry Sharp.
Wow.
And so he trained with like King Kong Bundy and Bam Bam Bigelow and those guys. For only I think he said 2 or 3 years. It wasn't anything long, but
even
still, much, the long story short with that, I grew up knowing that he did that. And finally, one of the days when I was like, yeah, I'm going to join and I want to take the name. And we had a long talk because we were trying to figure out maybe I could do something different. Maybe we can do something else, whatever. But my dad was in the military. It was literally the way they came up with it was, they were doing a class one day or something, and my dad's like, I don't know, I don't really know what to do for a name. And they're like, well, what did you do before this? And my dad was like, well, I was in the military. And they were like, okay, military, you got, Humvees, you got this, you got that. Well, what's your background? Dad's like, well, I'm Italian and Irish. And they're like, and so then out of some brainstorming, you get Italian Tank. And that's how that came about. And so that's where, you know, like my, you know, the Italian Tank is from Grace Ferry, which is where my father grew up. I'm saying this as if he passed. He's not passed. He's actually been to many of my matches. He is.
No, but you're speaking about the way you're saying it is he's just not wrestling anymore. Like he's clearly
he doesn't wrestle or
boots.
anything. Yeah, he hung up his boots a long time ago because, you know, at the time just other things in life, you know, happened and so he went that direction. But
that's really cool, man. I didn't realize you were like a generational wrestler. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty dope right there.
Yeah, and it's really fun to do this, and then he's pretty much like the head of my creative team when I go to do things. So like, he, you know, he's been there pretty much every step of the way, just kind of helping me out with like, you know, when I'm coming up with moves and how we've come up with some of the names, or, you know, or I mean, like my main finisher right now is called Welcome to the Battlefield, and it's the pile driver, like kind of Rikishi driver variation.
Okay.
But when I started doing it, I did it more like Bam Bam, and he had the Welcome to Asbury Park, which I just changed the last part of it, really, you know, because I was very unoriginal in that name. But I was like, you know, it could work, and so, you know,
it's an homage, also, you know.
Yeah, it's an homage. I mean, that's kind of where I base my style off of a little bit. I'm trying to be more of like that Bam Bam Bigelow type.
Bam Bam was the growing up, man. Yeah,
you know, like those types of guys, like Dusty. Actually, the pants that I wear with the meatballs, that's actually inspired by Dusty Rhodes, the polka dot gear. The meatballs are supposed to be the polka dots. And I did have a song at one time, kind of in the works. That was pretty much the Common Man Boogie, but I remixed it into being for the Italian Tank, and it kind of got put to the side because just my theme happened to work out the way that it does, and it's actually different from what it is at MAWA. You guys hear the current version at SPO. MAWA got the version that you heard at MAWA is actually the version just before this one.
Okay.
And the reason for it being it is now is outside of these places. I'm also with a group called South Philly's Finest.
Okay.
That's their stinger before their actual song, which is Rags to Riches by Tony Bennett.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very Godfather, Goodfellas, you know, very influenced that way with those guys. So
now, do you travel with them, or you got a different promotion with them solely?
I travel a lot with them. Their main place is Battlefield Pro Wrestling in Allentown, which they just started up again. WXW, that promotion, which is this Sunday actually is their next WXW show. We got guys like Richard Holiday in there. The last show we had Homicide Agent in our match, which was really awesome to be able to get to talk to him and get like a lot of feedback and stuff. And so, but yeah.
No, that's cool, man. And it's definitely interesting to hear the history of, you know, your name and, you know, kind of your involvement in wrestling. Brian, how did you get involved in like indie wrestling? Like when did that calling come to you?
Yeah, I think I always was just I was always into performing arts, and then eventually found professional wrestling through the video games. And right when a lot of my friends found out it was fake, it was fake.
Fixed.
I was like,
What we do is not fake.
I don't mind. It's not fake. It hurts. It really.
Yes, it does.
I famously am not a fan of chops. It's you know,
I took a chop from Billy Gold once, so I get it.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was there.
You were there.
So, you know, eventually I was like, well, this is what I want to be involved. This is what I want to do. And I knew somebody who was attending the Monster Factory, and hello, George. He's kind of one of the ones that pushed me and was like, hey, actually, like, take the leap and go and do it. And about a month into training, I ended up like tearing my ACL. So that was something that kind of set me back for a bit. But I mean, at the end of the day, despite kind of having some neat stuff going on now that I wish wasn't the case, but you know, that's whatever. It did cause me to have to like kind of take pace and like actually sit down and learn and start getting in better condition to be able to physically do the stuff that we do, and also get into commentary, which I think if there were a time after in ring, well, I mean, eventually, we all reach that.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I would like to continue doing into retirement and what have you. So,
you definitely have the voice and the knowledge for it. So I'm all for that.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
And
definitely been one of my favorites. Sorry.
There's a couple of spell episodes with you on commentary were a treat to watch back.
Thank you. I hope to keep lending my voice to it, and maybe sometimes in the ring as well. Who knows? But definitely would love to keep coming back with that commentary.
No, that's awesome, man. It's cool to hear, how it is you got started, and how you felt pulled into the wild world that is indie wrestling. So I know I've asked about 10 or 15 questions. BJ, I've been hogging it. Go for it.
I am super unprepared today. I haven't had Wi-Fi, and that's been ruining my life for the last 2 days. I'm at the break room at my job right now. Which reminds me, I got to go buy beer in a minute. But I'm just super unprepared. I have for notes, I have a list of the matches.
All right. Well, then let's talk a little bit about MAWA Saturday night in terms of, the Pete's Posse invasion, because we had a little bit of a surprise beginning and surprise ending. And I hate to jump the card, but considering we have 2 people involved in these moments, I feel like it's pertinent to bring this up. Tank.
Yeah.
You started out the night defending Pat Dynamite alongside Billy Gold, standing in that ring, the 3 of you triumphantly shouting at Pete's Posse as Isaac was holding back Miles, who is like the most rabid pink chihuahua you'll ever see on planet Earth. And then at the end of the night, what do we see? A rip-off of the shirt and the betrayal of the Italian Tank on Billy and Pat. Why, man? Why?
Well, I mean, what can you say? It's hard not to have been offered the opportunity to go home, after not being there for so long, for always trying to get, after trying for so long to try to get us out there. And then finally, they're going and doing their own thing. And I felt so left out. And I wanted to come back to that. It's such a good feeling being with the posse. And, I came out in the beginning, yes. And I was really helping out and trying to defend the honor of Billy and Pat, especially Pat, obviously in that situation.
Yeah.
Really trying to defend their honor, but just as the night went on and, seeing the influence of Cowboy Pete Carter over the locker room and all that, it really made me just want to turn around and, really, I am not a liar. Vinny
the Fixer in the chat calling you flat out a liar.
Hi, Vinny.
That's crazy.
Look, it's hard not to go home. After so long, being with the posse, it just feels like home.
But even, a posse that was crooked and two-timing and clearly doing them evil shenanigans, to get the W, to get the win. You want to go back to that?
I mean, to just be honest, it was pretty much the long con. It was, I tried my hand at being good. I tried my hand at, being one with the fans. And, even though, I got some people behind me, I just didn't feel like, that was where I wanted to be. I wanted to be back with the posse. The posse is comfortable. The posse is nice. The posse is, it's always a good thing to be in. And, so I have so much more fun when I'm in the posse. So,
Well, I mean, there's multiple times where we've had interviews with wrestlers who feel like, they're a man without a land, as they try and find a new home, a new faction, whatever it is, And so I can definitely understand wanting to go home, but to Pete's Posse, man, like, it's just too much pink. It's way
Of
too
course,
much pink.
Pete's Posse. It's dominant. Look at it was Posse Palooza, Pete.
See, the first good thing you've said, Vinny.
You could
I mean, listen, we've seen Vinny the Fixer, what he does in the ring. No matter what, the ref somehow is always looking away, right? The ref somehow always somewhere. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, how does Vinny
it's not
have
our
the
fault
pin?
that the refs aren't always paying attention.
Listen, that one Matt Pinfield-looking referee kept getting in my shot.
Yeah, Spanky.
Spanky kept getting in my shot.
That was
Doesn't he know?
That was my one complaint. Like, you go to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy and the ref stays with his back to the corner, like to the walls, so he doesn't get in the way of anyone's view or any of the shots. Spanky didn't care about that. There's a whole wall and a half with like no
the concession
fans
stand and then the entrance way.
But most of the time he chose to be there in the corner. It's fine.
Listen, you want my redemption next time you're in the ring tank? I want you to grenade Spanky.
I'll see if I can make that happen.
and then to make it better, I will buy a Pete's Posse t-shirt.
Okay.
Officially part of the crew.
Okay.
You gotta wait. You clearly gotta wait till November. But.
Yeah. We all have to wait till November, but.
Let me see if I can upload this clip.
Pete's been trying to get me to wear to get that pink shirt, man. He's been trying after me for a while now.
It looks great in pink. I mean, can you not see this photo behind me? We all look absolutely fantastic.
What a photo! What a photo that is.
Murphy, Brian, you look a little miserable in that picture. Like you look just like your head's down. You're like,
listen, it was a rough end to the night. Spanky, I gotta hold him accountable too for screwing over the God of Dad bod. Did you see how much interference there was? Kid Dangerous or sorry, Kid Legend.
Kid Legend.
Sorry,
Kid Dangerous.
Wait,
we're missing people up.
Listen, they don't deserve to have their names correct with interfering in that match. You had Stife out there. You had the Italian Tank was allowed to be out there. That's who.
Well, he came out at first in honor of the billboard.
Well, it was as Vinny said, it was the long game. It was
It was a long time.
Check it out!
What?
All right.
So we've got 3 weeks until the next freaking what?
Possibly, yeah. Look at that.
Okay.
Well then,
good. I can't wait 5 months. I can't wait 5 months. I need a show. I need to know what happens next.
I mean, hey, our opportunities are just coming up now. We're gonna get you in that pink nice and early. I'm gonna get the grenade Spanky nice and quick. I mean, hey, this will be great.
Listen, I'm all for it. I will proudly back Pete's Posse if that happens, because you know what? Long time coming.
See, now the question is, do you want Nobody Beats Up Pete's Posse, or do you want to be a part of the Posse World Order?
I got that shirt in my car right now.
Oh no, going out.
I mean, like, if I had to choose, while I do like that shirt right there, if I'm going to commit, I'd have to commit to Nobody Beats Up Pete's Posse. I would have to.
It's the original. I get it.
Even though last MAWA show, Pete and I almost got into it because, he was walking around selling shirts, and I was like, maybe. I was like, all right, here's the real challenge. Pete, you got a 3X? Because I'm a husky boy. And he's like, no, we don't have them in that size. And then he just walked away. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, well, what the hell size is Tanks?
3X.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, you clearly got him there, Pete. He told me to go online if I wanted it.
Yeah, we can go to, if you want any of the Pete's Posse shirts, you can go to prowrestlingtees.com/Cowboy Pete Carter or prowrestlingtees.com/ItalianTank23. We both happen to have some Pete's Posse shirts, different styles, available on our t-shirt store.
Oh, excellent. Brian, do you have any merch channels that you would like to plug?
I do. I have let's see, pro wrestling tees. I got one that's a cute little cartoon that says "Let's Go Murphy." That's the classic. I got one with a bunch of different colored pictures of my face as well, and then one that's a silhouette of my beard and hair. That
sounds awesome.
What's ever left of it, but
as far as merch goes, you should. As far as merch goes, you should think about maybe putting out breakaway pants.
Yeah. Yo, I'm thinking there's something in the market there. I might have to cut you in on that deal.
Absolutely.
So just pants.
Yeah, but they're breakaway pants.
Exactly.
It's all about the marketing.
They've got the buttons, but the fabric inside is still sewn closed.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you're live. I tried to go back and watch it on Instagram, and it wasn't there. It was gone.
Was it not?
Wait,
my live from this past Saturday?
From this last Saturday, yeah.
I initially I think I need to officially upload it because I was like, I want to go back and just skim through the other one.
I was going to clip my little segment yelling at you about your pants.
let me get that on up. I'll make sure that's up sometime soon.
As I was talking to Tank, you came over and just hit us in the spotlight.
Yeah, I was just throwing everybody in. They were all going live. That might be my upload of the day. Been trying to get something out every day, but it's sometimes it's hard to think, what's going to capture people.
Oh, I get it. So end of the match, Saturday night, God of Dad Bod loses. Billboard Billy Gold retains the MAWA Heavyweight Championship, but I know for a fact that this isn't the last that we're going to see of this rivalry, right? I mean, clearly Pete's Posse, they're not done beating up anybody who was in that ring. How did that all make you? How did that conclusion of the match make you feel? I know you're sour about it, but I want to hear from two members that were in the ring and then got thrown out of the ring.
Brian, you may go first.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I think I don't want to say anything for sure. I don't know exactly what will come next, but I know that we got a lot of guys, they got a lot of guys. I think it'd be really cool to see a lot of guys times two get in the ring together and have some sort of standoff. I'll say high noon standoff. Who knows what fashion, what form that's going to take. But I think that there's definitely a great match potentially in that future. The type of energy I've been trying to bring to all of my my rivalries or all of my exchanges, at least in MAWA, has been similar to Drew McIntyre. Has been like, whoever I'm feuding with, I hate that person. That is the person I hate the most until I feud with the next person. So it started with Tank, then it went to Chris Desmond, then it went to Pat Dynamite, and now it's kind of all Billy Gold. We gotta find out what we're going to do about the Billy Gold problem. I hope you're watching, Billy. Gotta figure out what we're going to do there. But I would love to see a large match of that caliber, some sort of team MAWA, team Pete's Posse.
Yeah.
But who's to say? Who knows what the next chapter will be?
And
now, Tank, your reactions to Saturday night's match.
I mean, I definitely feel the same way. At the end of that one, definitely looking at our team versus the MAWA team. There's definitely a great potential for a match. Between everybody. I mean, there's so much talent on both teams. so many guys that can do so many different things. So there's definitely some type of big caliber match that we can definitely get to. Obviously don't want to go saying things, prematurely in any way. But yeah, no, I feel the same way. It's pretty much, looking for the next thing to happen, whatever that may be. But I mean, I'm really excited for the potential of, big team, big versus big team, big match. How many big guys can we actually get into this stinking ring?
Before it
let's collapse the ring.
Exactly.
Let's implode a ring.
The god of Dad Bod and Brian and Isaac, like all of us on one side. Then you got Billy and Pat and Kid Legend and okay, Stife, small guy. So you got original MF small guy,
Miles.
but still, they're the smallest guys in the match. Outside of that, I mean, you got all of us bigger guys that it's going to be crazy when we finally get to just collide and all butt heads.
It still blows my mind that you guys are. It blows my mind you guys were able to recruit a 13-year-old to join Pete's posse.
Hey, he's not 13 anymore.
I real quick to put him over, so Miles started at the Monster Factory. I know he's over, he's still training.
Yeah,
somebody that just got wrestling, got how to be a character, and also just moves nobody else. I'm so impressed, and I honestly a little jealous that at his age he's got so many of the tools to succeed. And if I were running TV, when the time is right and he's been able to grow up and be of age and all that, I would absolutely have him on my program. But that's
on his 18th birthday, absolutely.
Yeah. As soon as possible.
No, I agree with you. We've seen Miles' in-ring more at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. Just a couple weeks ago, he took on Connor Pierce. Cameron Pierce. Cameron Pierce.
Yeah.
I apologize. Sorry, Cameron.
Twice.
He took him on twice. Yeah. And man, Miles in the ring, that kid's got something special. He knows how to get the crowd to hate him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, just like Brian said, I mean, talk about a kid that as soon as he got in there and as soon as they gave him a mic, it was immediate. Whatever it was, it clicked. It was the mic, that whole stigma of when the mic touched my hand, that's when I knew. That's practically what happened with him. As soon as they gave him a mic, he was immediately this is what I'm ready for this. I'm ready to be the bad guy. And he embraced it since day one. We've tried to have him do good guy stuff, and he just loves the bad guy stuff so much.
He is a heat machine.
Yes, and he knows how to do it. He knows how to generate heat. He clearly gets it. I mean, he's gotten great, upbringings through everybody at the Monster Factory who's trained him. He goes now to the Worldwide Dojo, Cheeseburger's place. He's there. So he's obviously got great teachers in, wrestling wise with Cheeseburger, all the technical stuff. But then you got Preacher, who's an absolute great promo coach. So he's been in good hands his entire career up to this point. But he's one of those guys that they definitely don't need to give too much direction to because he just gets it. Just
a natural vibe with it.
Oh, and then so I'm going to put this over. If you go to his Instagram page, the original MF on Instagram, he just put out a thing the other day of him singing. He's got a pretty good voice.
Really?
Yeah, he was singing a number from Schmigadoon, I think it was.
Schmigadoon.
Yeah, the musical or the movie that they just turned into a musical.
Okay.
Yeah, he's singing one of the songs. He's actually got a good voice, man. He's
the only time I heard
the
him
ultimate
sing,
package.
Yeah, the only time I heard him sing was when Bobby Casale had him upside down, and it was more of a shriek.
It's
kind of a one.
He knows how to do that too.
Yes, he's very good with that.
My man hits some frequencies.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of puberty only half hitting him apparently.
Hey, He's 2 more years. He'll be 15. So like, come on, guys.
Watch, man. He could still hit a growth spurt and end up over 6 foot, man.
Yeah, right. You never know.
So out of sheer curiosity, because it kind of surprised us all last show, how did God of Dad Bod kind of make his way into the posse? Was that something that you guys you've had connections with him through the factory, or was this just all something that just kind of randomly popped up?
You could speak more to that one, Brian.
Yeah, I think that Dad Bod was somebody that definitely was I'd say a standout at the factory, especially in terms of character. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it was the last few title reigns at the Monster Factory for the tag belts were Body Snatchers, which was Marvelous and got a Dad Bod.
Oh my God.
Posse. Yeah. Oh, dude. Like, what? I will never get over how just aesthetically awesome the Body Snatchers are and were. Like,
yes.
A lot of their promo pics just by themselves, like, really get over just the gimmick. They would get people to pose in body bags with them. They had this like foam skull that Dadbot's really good at. Like, you might see his merch table sometimes. He's got a lot of paint on it, and it's really like, one thing about Dadbot is he's just such a great visionary when it comes to the details and the aesthetics. And I would say, like, really getting a lot of that, like, kind of grimy, kind of like punk, crusty, kind of aesthetic in there. And he's just somebody that has always, I think, grabbed audiences with that. And, we always wanted to, I think, have him in MAWA. And I don't know exactly what the exact genesis point of where would be like, oh, Pete's Posse, if that was more of a Pete thing or a Max Bundo thing or what have you. But man, what a great addition. And yeah.
Now, is he someone that's going to remain with Pete's Posse in terms of, like, is he a permanent member, or is he just kind of like a free floating guy coming in and out? We've only seen him at the one show, so I'm just curious, or at the 2 shows, but this one being his clear rivalry with Billboard Billy Gold.
Yeah, I think I'm anticipating seeing him more for sure. I know that at the end of the night, there was a video that him and Pete put out that depicted Pete saying, like, listen, I told you just have a one-on-one match, but you wanted all the posse rules, and you wanted to use the God dose, and you wanted to, take him to, all 7 hells and all that. And, all these people got involved, and it maybe cost us in the end. Like, this was on you wanted to go too big. And so there was a bit of disagreement there, but I don't know if that's enough to break the posse, though. These posse bonds, they run deep.
Whose social media was that on? Because I didn't see that video.
I'm pretty sure that's on the God of Dad Bod social media.
Okay, so I'll have to go.
It might also be on Pete's. They might have done, the collaborative post.
Okay, because I do follow Pete. I don't think I follow God of Dad Bod, just because Team Billboard Billy Gold, baby. That's right. Solid gold. See, I got a good singing voice too. Eat your heart out, Miles. Solid gold.
You're going to be Team Pete's Posse pretty soon.
Well, so Ginger commented earlier, the wall posse, to not confuse the posses. And my shirt's going to be blue, and it's going to say, everybody beats up Pete's Posse.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Well, you know what you need to do, Tank, to get me to come back.
I know the objective. Believe you me, it will happen.
So I see that we're starting to round up towards the top of the hour right here. So, gentlemen, I just wanted to say thank you both very much for coming on. However, before we do go our separate ways here, plug away. Where can we see you? Where can we find you? When can we see you next? And anything else you guys got going on? Like, this is your moment to shine. We love you guys. We love what you do in the ring, outside the ring. We're here to support you, to help grow you and your brands bigger and farther than they can possibly dream.
You go ahead. Take it away. Up this way. Ryan.
Well, thank you very much. I right now, especially with the knee injury, it's been kind of like a warming up season. I guess I'll put out at the top that Lineage Pro Wrestling. There's a lot of outstanding wrestling schools in the area. We mentioned Worldwide Dojo, Pro Wrestling Star Academy, of course. Lineage is continuing to build up as well, and of course,
awesome.
like a good breadth of schooling. I think is really helpful for people to just get the different perspectives, and so I wanted to definitely plug them, put them over. FWA has been an outstanding company that will have their next event on June 28th. I do a commentary there. They are booking some of the best talent and some of the best matchups, and I don't want to just make it sound like a plug. It is some of the best cards that I have seen, and it's been a pleasure to commentate over that.
Do you happen to have their social media handle? I'd love to follow them.
Absolutely. Let's see. Their handle is FWA_the Fed. Their current champion is Jared Diaz. The trios champions have been the Rep and the
Rep.
Delinquents, the incumbent.
The Rep.
Yeah. So like outstanding stuff there. Been doing some commentary with 3LW and
awesome.
Yeah. I also I don't want to again say too much. I'm just gonna say keep an eye on Mark Raspa Jr.'s socials. That's and also High Fashion. Love High Fashion.
Yes,
they're the best.
Oh, yeah.
They're awesome.
Just make sure you're following both those guys, of course, but keep an eye with Mark Raspa Jr.
Well, we just saw them take on Control Chaos last Friday night, and oh my God. I said it on our podcast last night, and I said it to both tag teams. That was, for me, the best tag team match I have seen all year. Like, it was just chemistry, creativity, and just... I was enthralled the entire time.
Yeah. And if
I'll pass that on.
If you guys aren't following Brian Murphy's Instagram, you're missing out on some quality content. Loving the games.
Thank you. I need to get more consistent with them. The tilt and shout, and I want to bring in wavelength as well. I really want to bring that in.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure seeing your Instagram. Yeah, quality content there.
Yeah, I'm currently a fan on the Instagram of the Murphy versus everybody rock paper scissors going on. I will be a part of one of those videos. I will not give up what happens, but we did go one-on-one as well as a few others obviously in that same area. But hi, Ginge. Just pop it in. Oh,
we can't hear you.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh yeah, I pushed the mute button on here when other people talk because sometimes you can hear my breathing in the background. So when I clip it, I don't want it to be all like.
What are you talking about?
But like I was saying, Ginge, we were just about to allow Tank to give his his whole prestige.
I apologize for that. I was just going to say, Brian Murphy's social media, I agree, you definitely have to follow, especially when he goes live during intermissions at shows. I was in his live for the MAWA show when he was going around talking to everybody. As a matter of fact, I sent Pete a screenshot of, I think it was Tank, as a matter of fact, you went up and talked to, and they were speaking at the time. Absolutely great.
Interrupted my damn conversation.
Guys.
I thank you for joining. That was I do love a nice especially like a heavy kayfabe, just being angry the whole live, experience there.
So good.
Oh yeah, absolutely great.
$200.
absolutely great. But I'll let you guys get back to it. As always, I just want to say real quick, thank you for coming on. And after Tank says his piece, I do have a question that I ask everybody. What's something
Yeah.
positive that you take with you in life from pro wrestling that has stuck with you?
Tank, if you wanted to go first.
Something positive. I feel like just the camaraderie, definitely with all the people, like that's been a very positive thing for me. I was at a point in my life when I first joined where there was that loneliness. It wasn't really like I didn't have anybody community wise. Not saying I couldn't have just turned to others, other wrestling fans, but definitely getting to meet I don't know, countless amount of people now through wrestling. Just like it's really, really cool to have been able to do that, and then meet people within the business, with outside of the business. Meeting certain people that are still they're just fans or whatnot, and so taking that throughout, that's a really cool thing that I've loved, and it's an absolute positive for at least for me.
Hell yeah. And now you, Mr. Murphy, what's something positive indie wrestling has brought to you?
I would definitely agree. Thinking of definitely the friendships that I've made along the way, that has definitely been an absolute shine in my life, and being able to be I think after we're done school and extracurricular activities at that age, it's kind of hard to you got your coworkers sometimes, and I love my coworkers, but at the same time being able to hang out with a bunch of wrestlers after work is one of the highlights of my life.
Absolutely.
I would say one of the things that I definitely have held on to really, really tight. It's actually, I heard it first from Gabe Sapolsky, but he talked about that for wrestling, and I found this to be true about pretty much everything in life. It happens slower than you want it to, but it'll happen quicker than you think. And that's something my shoot job is as a drug and alcohol counselor, and that's something I've actually spoken about in our rooms before, in our groups, is that this process, the recovery process, and again, as with most things in life, and I have to remind myself this sometimes, whether I'm trying to work on something in ring or something in the gym or what have you, that it's slower than we want it to, but it'll happen quicker than we think. But that consistency is the big thing. So, and to answer one of the questions that I saw pop up, I've not wrestled for Crossroads Wrestling, but hey, I'm always open to new locations and new possibilities.
That's right, everyone. You heard it here. Book these guys.
Yeah, Tank, did you get your plugs in?
No, he did not, because
no, I did
Ginger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for me, all my socials, Italian Tank 23. So you can follow me there, kind of see maybe what's going on. I try to post relatively regularly. As of right now, every Friday, I'm coming out to SPO in Mount Holly, coming out there, and whether or not I'm in a match is yet to be seen. I'll come out there either way. I'll interact with the fans. I'll sit out with you guys, with you, the fans, and all that, and have a great time just watching some really great wrestling. I was at a commentary for one of the matches last week.
It was awesome.
The tag team championship match. So I'll definitely be there every Friday. And then this Sunday, I have WXW coming up in Allentown. At the end of the month is Battlefield Pro Wrestling has a show every last Sunday of the month. So first Sunday of the month is WXW. Every last Sunday is Battlefield. Then let's see, this weekend working shoot jobs. And
it's the first of the month. You told me about that.
Yes, yeah. So I'll be working shoot jobs this weekend, and then next weekend I'll be doing a double shot. I'll be in Quakertown with Field, and then going straight from there to PPW in Slatington.
Love PPW.
Yeah. All of that with South Philly's finest, the Gent Jimmy Conway, the Lion Luca Brazzi. We are the best. So yeah, and then outside of there, just still open for bookings, trying to get out there. ItalianTank23@gmail.com. It's my email. Hit me up. Or obviously on any of the social medias. Always open to bookings, willing to, I really want to try to, get myself out there as much as possible. I guess possibly now, what was that, June 27th at Cottonmouth Dispensary, MAWA.
I hope it's happening.
Then we'll be sharing that all over, getting that out there.
I gotta put that on my calendar. Thank you for saying that.
I don't know. I suspect it might be a fake MAWA account. We'll have to keep our eyes on the social media.
Again, keep eyes on all that social media, and obviously once that gets announced, we'll all of us are on the show or even associated. Hopefully, should be sharing it. Word of the wise to anybody that's that obviously supports professional wrestling or is a part of professional wrestling, even if you're not on a show, at a show. If it's a show near you, if it's something that you're excited about, if it's a promotion that you really like, always be sharing, because you never know. You could get somebody to come to a show that's never been to a show, or somebody that has always wanted to come out and something was just not feasible at the time. And they were like, oh man, I don't want to, for example, MAWA, I don't want to wait all the way until November. And, this opportunity is now popping up, possibly popping up. I know at the last MAWA show, actually, there happens to be somebody who I follow on social media that is very big into wrestling. Didn't really know that there happened to be a show 5 minutes from where they were because they happened to be dog sitting or something. And they were like 5 minutes away from the MAWA show and decided, you know what, why not go out and had an absolutely fantastic time. Love the crowd. Because the MAWA crowd is absolutely awesome, into every match, into every storyline.
All night long.
Exactly, all night long. Everybody that's there truly loves professional wrestling, truly wants to enjoy, and it's so great when as a fan, when you get to walk into some place and you literally just get to be in that world of wherever you're at. I mean, I'm going to promote another show that I really do like that I'm trying to get to. They're called Royalty Wrestling. They do a lot of their shows in PA at was it Sellersville, I think, VFW. And I might be completely wrong. But either way, look up Royalty Wrestling for anybody that's interested. Their theming is all medieval. You walk in and everybody's dressed in medieval garb.
What? That sounds awesome.
Yes, the referees are even dressed in medieval garb. Their matches are crazy. Like the one show that I went to, it was a 2 birds, 1 stone match. So it was a triple threat match where you have to pin both opponents at the same time or make them tap at the same time in order to win.
Wow.
And needless to say, who was it? One of the ants. Who's the one that's working right now?
Fire Ant.
No, not Fire Ant.
Ultimo
Ant. Yes. Ultimo Ant won that match.
I love Ultimo Ant, man.
Absolute crazy match. It's those guys are awesome, and the stipulations that they have. I'm telling you, look it up. Did I? Am I still here?
Yeah.
For a second, you're back now.
Okay.
You're good.
So it is an absolutely great promotion, Royalty Wrestling. Look them up on YouTube. Watch some of their matches to kind of get the feeling and the vibe. And I really, really want to try to make it out there as a wrestler, like to wrestle on that show, because their theming and everything is really, really great. And one of my friends is actually one of the sponsors of that show. So I not that I'm plugging it for that reason, but that is one of the reasons why I even know who they are, to be honest.
The one in Sellersville?
Yeah, I think it's in Sellersville.
Yep.
There's PFW.
Yeah. Just gave them a follow. Hell yeah.
Go out and follow them. Check out all their matches, and they have a capture the flag style match. Those are really, really fun. All that stuff. They have a tower. Awesome. It's kind of like a tower defense type thing. It's a good time. I mean, wrestling is definitely for everybody. They came out with a whole different way to bring out, this whole new audience of people.
That's awesome. That's killer, man. Man, you're a busy dude.
Oh yeah, getting out there trying to do all that stuff, and then you know, for those of us that know within the business, you know, that we work our shoot jobs, and then we go out on the weekends or even weeknights, and we go and do our thing.
No days off.
Exactly. No days off. Most nights probably not off either.
Most nights training.
Yeah, most nights training, if not at a show.
Well, hey, listen, gentlemen. You know, I think I have some breaking news. MAWA, June 27th. We're gonna have South Philly's finest facing off against Pete's Posse. How's this gonna work?
Tank. You. Oh, you better be on the right side of that one, brother. Sorry if I'm peeking my mic right now.
If that happens,
the Italian
I honestly
Tank.
don't know what to do. Bad guys.
Who's your home? You came home. Don't be the Broncos son twice over. You can't do this to us, Tank.
How many betrayals can there be?
But yes, gentlemen, with that, I want to thank you both. This has been a phenomenal cast. One of my favorites. You both have been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for talking with us, indie wrestling, telling us a bit about your story, but also, you know, letting us know why Pete's Posse is the hottest, pinkest posse on this planet right now.
And I extend my invitation to both of you guys. Anytime you guys want to come on, just let us know. Say the word, we got you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is always so much fun to talk wrestling with fellow people who love to talk wrestling.
Hell yes.
Hey, well,
Ginger has returned.
Just happened to talk wrestling.
Is that Tarzan?
Who's that in the background? There's a glitch. I saw an arm and yeah.
I saw the MLW shirt. It had to be Tarzan.
I saw the bucket hat. It had to be Tarzan.
Yeah, the bucket hat. That's what gave it away.
All right, gentlemen. But yeah, thank you again for stopping by. Open invitation. Feel free to come back whenever.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
No problem.
Our pleasure.
All right, Ginger. Remove them.
Get them out of here.
Get them out. Get the posse out of here. No, I'm sick of looking at their faces.
It's such a pleasure having guests like that after last night.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean by last night, and like the Hamiltons are amazing, but the J. George show,
came in spotlight.
We're not adding his name to our channels.
Well, that's why when we were signing them off, I was like, "All right, see you next week, J. George."
Because think about it, BJ, DG, and JG.
And I didn't even get my PP on it.
Oh, and we'd have to throw you in there.
Oh man, what a way to open up this cast, man.
Yeah. Great. No, I'm just kidding. This is only the second one, so I'm good.
There you go.
Yeah, no. Those guys were just amazing. It was great having them on.
Two wrestlers I've been looking forward to having on this cast.
Absolutely. Next, we need Cowboy Pete, but that's, we'll do that at some point. We'll figure it out.
That one. He's a very busy man.
I get it, but maybe we'll have to gain a couple more followers and get our prestige up a little bit and be on his radar.
BJ, I think the only way that we're going to be able to get him on our cast is if we tell him that we will both wear pink.
I'll do it.
To get Cowboy Pete Carter on here, I would too.
I do want to buy a shirt.
I'm a little the periodic meme. It's like he's just dropping gifts left and right. The Ginger gif.
Ginger corpsing. Ginger thumbs upping.
Well, I guess at that point it would be Ginger GIF.
Ginger no thumbs upping. Yeah, so we have a card to run down.
Yeah, we don't have 12 minutes for that laugh track.
Unfortunately, since this is not out on YouTube yet, I was not able I was not able to do a script. I need to be able to rewatch it. I can't just do it as I'm watching it. Um, but yeah, we can. That doesn't mean we can't discuss these matches.
Oh, absolutely. And the way that the night kicked off with a banger.
Yeah. For semifinals qualify. Oh my God, I'm gonna get this wrong.
The Garden State Cup qualifier. Yeah, they had the bracketing going on for the Garden State Cup.
It was a semi. No, it was. Yeah. Oh my God. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Because
yeah. Pat Dynamite versus Nick Batty.
Yeah. Yeah, but yes, I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, this match right here, Pat Dynamite, we've seen in MAWA. When we first went to the show in January, he was beefing with Billboard Billy Gold. Well, at that time, just Billy Gold. Yeah. They had a very, very heated rivalry, which in the MAWA verse was second to none. I mean, they did not like each other one bit. There was nonstop.
That's what it was.
Yeah, there was.
Pat advances to the semifinals. It wasn't a qualifier.
Oh, okay. So it's a semi. Okay, gotcha. Listen, Nick Batty, he came out swinging. He came out hard. He wanted to make his impression on the MAWA audience, or as Brian Murphy would say, MAWA audience. And
wait a minute. That's brilliant.
What?
MAWA audience.
Oh yeah, Brian says that in like all of his promos that he cuts for MAWA.
I just had to find a way to get my wait a minute in.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear the MAWA at the beginning of that, so I'm glad you clarified that. That's hilarious. But Nick came out, he was ready to prove a message. He was already the crowd didn't like him. They were already booing him. He came out cocky. He came out ignorant. I've never seen Nick Batty fight before, so I wasn't sure where he was going to be. Yeah, okay. I had a feeling that we would be shortly booing him. But when he started, yelling at the kids, clearly, nah, man, you're a jerk in my book on that hand. Pat Dynamite though came out there holding the PWU Heavyweight Championship, and they made it announced and known that he was representing the Pro Wrestling Star Academy and PWU with that belt in the ring. For a second, I was like, "Is it on the line?" But then I knew better. The Garden State Cup.
Yeah, it's a tournament match. Yeah, the crowd was firmly 100% behind Dynamite. Familiar faces in the crowd, so I knew to plug my ears when I heard the stars falling. Yep.
Yeah, but thankfully that sound was at the back of the venue, so it didn't really.
No, not them.
Oh, not them. Oh, that was for Billy.
Because the guy next to me was like, "Oh, you knew that was coming."
You mean the guy that we thought was a wrestler?
This guy was built this guy. I asked him, I was like, "Are you talent, man?" He's like, "Oh, no, I'm just friends with Cowboy Pete."
Which it was like, okay, so you'll be wearing a pink shirt soon and in that ring. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. No, but yeah, the crowd firmly behind Dynamite, and Dynamite delivers.
Dude, Pat stood his ground, delivered the onslaught of his combos that we've known for many months, some of us many years. You know what I mean? Like Pat Dynamite threw down, represented MAWA, represented, the belt of PWU, and he proved why he deserves to be in that bracketing for the Garden Cup. And, he picks up the W, and then shortly after that, guess who comes out and decides to get a little bit more revenge from the last MAWA show? What?
I was pointing to them, but they're gone.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Pete's Posse comes out. Test your might. Pete's Posse comes out and just starts decimating Pat Dynamite. Yeah, Tank wasn't there. This is Pete's Posse minus Tank. But they start beating up Pat Dynamite. They're getting ready to do a double maneuver on him. And guess who comes out and saves the day? None other than Billboard Billy Gold and the Italian Tank. wow, where did he come from? I wasn't expecting him to be teamed up with these two right here, but he comes out, his arms are flailing, he's ready to fight. They chase Pete's posse right out the ring, and we get pretty much a no resolution ending to the match, or I mean to the event right there.
Right. The match ended with
Yeah.
Pat Dynamite getting the 1, 2, 3, or was it a tap? No, he hit his rock and rave.
Yeah, rock and rave for the 3 count. Yeah, gets beat up by Pete's posse. They flee. They're all shouting at each other. Everybody leaves the arena.
Yeah. Pat does what Pat did what Pat does. Betsy, I was definitely impressed with his ability.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna, look to find more of his stuff. But yeah, it was a great opener. Great way to set the tone for the evening.
And the audience was wild.
The crowd is just hot at MAWA shows. It's crazy. It's they are nonstop.
So yeah, that leads us into our next match.
So next up, we have the Henrik, or is it Henrik? I don't know. I don't speak Swedish. Versus the Gambler, Ty Thomas. Now, I was impressed with this one, having seen the Gambler and Henrik once before, not against each other. Thomas, I think we saw against Vinny the Fixer, where he was. Am I correct on that? Gambler versus Vinny the Fixer for the dog championship.
The last show, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the match.
Yeah. I saw a lot more out of Gambler this time than than last time. Well, then again, he was kind of outclassed against Vinny the Fixer. This is more his speed, the Henrik.
Yeah. No, I definitely felt like this was, a fair competition, even though Henrik was really, really coming in strong, coming in hot. Ty Thomas definitely had a good balance of attack and defense.
Agreed. If I'm not mistaken, he was also trying to come with some trickery, too.
Who, Henrik?
Yeah. There was, he did the whole handshake thing to start the match.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to do the good test of faith, which, how many times? We are independent wrestler fans. We are independent wrestlers in this community. Never shake somebody's hand. Why are you, what is wrong with you? All weekend long, we saw that. Somebody shake his hand. You know what? Yeah, sure. It's it might be a good idea. No. It's not. There's only one handshake we saw, and we'll talk about that later. One handshake that was genuine, and we'll talk about that later. But between Henrik, I would know you can't trust Henrik. I mean, hell, the audience was calling him Heine. We had a good steady chant of Heine, Heine.
I couldn't understand what they were saying. Okay. I wasn't clear on that.
Yeah, it was the guy who was in 3 over from you.
Yeah, he was pretty vocal the whole night.
Ain't that true? However, I gotta say,
on top of that, we had us. We had Joe Hale right around the corner. I mean,
yeah, Joe and John.
There were some loud guys there.
Oh yeah,
but the crowd was just so hot the whole night.
Yeah, and throughout this match, Ty Thomas did have kind of I wouldn't say he held the lead. I think Henrik really worked him in a lot of the spots. The key moments really that came into play was once Henrik decided to switch his focus onto Ty's leg. And, Ty tried to go up onto the top turnbuckle. His leg gave out. He fell flat to the mat. And the refs were all around him, checking on him, making sure he's okay. Even Henrik was standing there like, what do I do? Like, what's going on? Like, what is this? But
Henrik got a little impatient.
Mm-hmm. I would figure they were bringing out the stretcher. They were going to take him and haul him out the building.
Like, nope, that's not how this is going down.
Nope. Henrik hits him with a cutter, and then gets that 3 count for the win, thus solidifying his villainous behavior. And however, he's got the win. The guy didn't break his leg. You know, Ty's leg wasn't broken, so clearly there wasn't really a reason to stop the match.
Yeah, he might have done some structural damage, but he could have,
Yeah.
He could have continued.
Yeah. So kudos to Hendrick for the win. Hendrick for the win.
Yeah, man. Next up was a one-on-one match. Also Garden State tournament match
Qualifier
between Phil Winslow and my boy making his MAWA debut, the Nuketown Dragon, the best technical wrestler in New Jersey, Boom Harden.
Man, when I was sitting there, I felt the multiverse. You know what I mean? Like I'd never dreamed of seeing Boom Harding on the MAWA card, and he wasn't announced. There was no information about it.
I had no idea he was going to be there.
Had no idea he was going to be there. We heard his music hit, not his new entrance theme, but his original entrance hit. And man,
I don't know
eyes.
If you saw my face light up. I don't know if like
I was filming the.
Okay, because I was like,
I was blown away by this, and then, he started making his rounds, and I was like, oh.
By the way, he's working heel.
Yeah, this isn't Boom. This isn't like, well, it is Boom because Boom kind of runs that middle.
He's a tweener.
He's in that middle, man, because he's not a true face, but we do see sometimes more heel-ish behavior.
Also, this is not the only surprise appearance of people we are very familiar with from PWSA. That happens much later. Continue.
Boom, he's making his rounds. He's talking his smack. He gets up into the ring, does his poses, and then, Phil Winslow comes shucking and jiving through that curtain. My man's got moves. My man's got steez. This dude is talent. It's been a long time since we've seen Phil Winslow, and I'm sure he's been doing his thing out there in other promotions, but I
really miss Phil Winslow.
The last time we saw him was when he faced Alex Rivera for the SPO Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that tournament match, the tournament final.
Okay. So he was like, back in November, I think was when.
Yeah.
So like to see Phil Winslow in the ring, it was so good. I felt the energy. He is an electric character himself.
Oh, absolutely.
The crowd, when we first were opening up this, I was talking about the electricity in the building. It was like you jacked that voltage up 100-fold as soon as Phil Winslow hit that curtain. You know what I mean? And the audience went nuts. When he was in the ring, I was filming, of course. Boom thought I was filming him, possibly filming his booty because it was there in the frame when I'm trying to film Phil. That's tough to say.
By the way, check out his Instagram.
No, that's on our Instagram.
By the way, check out our Instagram.
Yeah, BJDG Talk Wrestling. So far, I've posted 4 of the matches, 3 or 4. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. There was too much wrestling this weekend. There was so much wrestling. I'm not complaining, but a lot of clips have been requested, and we're getting them out there. It takes time. We had a crazy cast last night, which I still have to clip stuff. Like, it's just been a crazy week in independent wrestling. But let's get back to this match because I've already off the rails it. Boom Harden, Phil Winslow. Let's go.
Wow. This match, I'm shocked we never saw this match back to PWSA when Phil Winslow was around. But yeah, no, this is a match I never knew was always my only live stream to see.
I agree
Like,
with you, man. Like between the technicality of Boom Harden, as you said, best technical wrestler in New Jersey, and then the power, the force, the energy of Phil Winslow. You know, we see he's got those heavy hits, those big drops, those tight punches.
turns
This
you into soup.
yeah, man, this match was everything I wanted and more. I need a
Yeah.
round two. Like I'm not happy with just one.
And like in summary, like um Winslow kept up with Boom's technical ability quite well, but Boom could not compete with just the strength of Winslow.
Yeah. And it was his MAWA debut, so I wasn't sure which way we were going to get the Newtown Dragon. If he was
Right.
going to get that W, and because we all know Boom's a top tier wrestler. That
Absolutely.
man, he could easily hit that qualifier point. But, you know, as you
And
just
while I
stated,
love him in ring, his attitude is usually questionable.
that's
You
the money
know?
there. That's the comment right there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where I was saying, he's in that middle. I don't see him as a heel, but I don't see him as a face. I do see him as
Usually
more.
questionable. Boom
Yeah,
Harden.
he has a lot of face-ish moments, but then he
Yeah.
also has a lot of healed moments. Especially with how he was handling his competition in these triple threat matches these past couple weeks at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
I believe there's another one. Did I see something else
This Friday,
advertised?
yeah, we got JJ Smith, Boom Harden, and then taking on the new Silver Skywalker champion, who we'll be talking about in the next match. He wasn't the champion at this time.
We're gonna plug the hell out of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's like get through this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's sick.
Yeah. So yeah, Boom Harden, Phil Winslow. Like I can't go to our channel, watch the highlights. It doesn't do it justice because you need to watch the full match, which I know MAWA will post up. I'm not sure exactly when, but you can go to their YouTube page.
It usually takes them a couple weeks.
Yeah, go to their YouTube page. Check out MAWAPALOOZA 8 in its entirety. Phenomenal video, phenomenal action in ring, storyline telling, and then also just talent, sheer talent
Oh, absolutely.
across the board. And yeah, this match right here, Phil Winslow picks up the W with a package roll up, and that's that. That's the name of the game right there. He got that victory. He got that W, and he moves on to
Very back
the
and
next
forth
round.
match. He moves on to the next round. Very back and forth match. Didn't know who was going to win until the 3 count was counted. Or
Absolutely.
yeah, so the 3 count was counted pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, this was both men got in a ton of offense. Yeah, it's everything you want out of a match.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Spoiled. We're spoiled in South Jersey here. I love it. Give me more.
So next, hold on, I got to refer to my actual notes and not Instagram. So next was Twitch and Desmond, right? Started out as a one-on-one match.
Yo.
Probably.
Stayed
Yeah,
a one-on-one
this.
match.
Well, no, I know, but some stuff happened afterwards that like I was questioned. That's why I had to refer to my notes because this is what I was referring. This was my other reference. You're muted.
Oh, they actually did it.
I mean, I guess that's what was posted by Max Mundo.
Wow.
But
okay.
So go ahead.
All right. So I'm fresh on this match. I just did the clips before I hopped on stream. So Chris Desmond, the Heat Seeker, Chris Desmond versus Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
Hometown man, Chris Desmond.
This match right here. Holy shit. I will gladly say shit. right now for what this match was. This was an incredible. This was my. I think this was my match of the night. Like there was just. It started with Twitch offering his hand, as we were talking about before, a handshake. Desmond didn't even acknowledge. He was like, "Nope, you're not getting my handshake right now. You got to earn that handshake." That's exactly how that felt. And you know what? That match was so hard hitting between Chris Desmond doing that dive over the turnbuckle headbutt to Twitch, with Twitch, doing his signature. He said it on here. He said it on here before, and I feel so ashamed that I don't know the name of that move.
I know, it's like the John Moxley, like, fall through the ropes but spring back clothesline.
Yeah. And it was delivered beautifully.
The John Moxley fall through the ropes but spring back clothesline.
Boom. Love it. Sold. Twitch won't like that, but hey.
No, I wish I could remember what that's actually called. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he has a lot of cool names for his moves, so.
Rebound lariat? No,
yeah, that would work. A crazy rebound lariat, but this was a hard hitting match. They were back and forth. They were mocking each other. They were taunting each other. Desmond more so than Twitch, because for a good portion of this match, Desmond did have the upper hand. I was really surprised to see that Twitch kind of was falling towards the weaker side, because we see the power, we see we see the sheer strength that Lucas comes into the ring with. It's weird calling him that. That's the first time I ever called him Lucas. I don't like it. Twitch. I try and switch it up every now and again, but no.
Mr. DeSangro.
Mr. DeSangro. Sounds like I'm talking to like somebody at a fancy Italian restaurant. But yeah, freaking this match was amazing. Once again, when the video's posted, watch this match. It was heated, and the conclusion of the match, though, really caught me off guard. I thought Twitch held his ground. I thought he was going to pick up the W, but Desmond winds up getting the first package roll up, and then the second one was like a tighter. He had his arms locked in for that 3 count. Yeah. And, they rang the bell. Twitch looked pissed off, looked upset. He looked sad. He looked defeated. However, pulled himself up from the ropes. Chris Desmond walked over and they started talking. Couldn't hear what they were saying because the music was playing. But in the end, they hug it out. He gets the handshake. Lucas, Twitch, DeSangro, and Heat Seeker Chris Desmond handshake and then hug. And the audience erupts in tag team. And apparently from the post that BJ just showed us, that means that Chris Desmond, the Heat Seeker, and Twitch are now a MAWA tag team. And it's in my hopes that they go after the titles.
Well, don't quote me. My source is Max Mundo's Instagram, so.
Well, considering he's got his thumb on the pulse, I'm counting on Max.
Can't wait to watch the stream back and hear the Max commentary. He is so amazing on the mic.
Absolutely. I will admit I miss Max on the in-ring because he does have one of the most powerful voices in indie wrestling. So that's my 2 cents.
This one is my match of the night, but when we get to the main event, I'll explain why the main event was not my match of the night. We are getting there. We're almost there. Next up, we have a ladies match for the MAWA and WWGP Women's Championship. We have a little Gabby versus Gabby action. Gabby Ortiz versus Gabby Gilbert. Moving on. No, this
one. Way to just bury that match.
And I love Gabby Gilbert. She is solid in the ring. Moving on. I haven't seen a lot of Gabby Ortiz, but from what
we've seen her 3 or 4 times now.
I think that was my 3rd time seeing her.
Okay.
From what I've seen, and this isn't just because she destroyed Mother Endless the first time I saw her. From what I've seen, because back then I didn't even know who Mother Endless was. Um, I don't know. Her in-ring ability, it just doesn't look like a champion. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I was trying. Yeah, doing my thing. I agree with you,
She looks a
100%.
little green, honestly. And I know she's done this for a long time,
Yeah,
and who am I? But just as an observer, I mean, it looked a little sloppy.
I agree with you. In the three matches or four, yeah, 3 or 4 matches that we've seen Gabby Ortiz in, we haven't seen the most spectacular technical skills. We've seen a
Yeah.
couple moments that were like, ooh, like that didn't really that missed the mark. Um,
She always nails the stink face, though.
yeah, yeah, and you know what? That brings the views, that brings the follows, and that's great for that. But I would have really kind of liked to seen Gabby Gilbert kind of take that title and run with it, because we've seen Gabby's in ring in multiple promotions and multiple styles, and she really has a collective cavalcade of wrestling moves and styles to pull from. We've seen her in
She,
lucha matches. We've seen her
yeah,
in just standard singles matches. We've seen her go a little bit more in a hardcore match here and there. You know what I
we've
mean?
seen her in
So
clown makeup.
I didn't hear that last. Sorry, it was
We've seen her in clown makeup.
exactly. You know what I mean? So, um, I definitely feel like the wrong Gabby won this night, and I'll say it
Yes, that
exactly. Yeah,
is who we were talking about, Archives.
yes, archives. That
He's
is
going to
who
be
we're
mad
referring
now.
to.
He's going to be a little upset about
Oh, I'm sure. But
that.
listen, we're an indie wrestling podcast, and we tell it like it is. We play it straight up. If you tuned into the podcast last night, Ginger went scorched earth on our own show that we follow, that we promote every week. So like we don't play favorites. We call it like it is. We're wrestling journalists. That's what we do. That's why we do this stuff.
We
And
have our
it's only
favorites. We have guys that treat us well. We have guys that we like, but it's journalistic integrity. And if my homeboy, big billboard Billy Gold, was in the ring looking lazy, I would say it every Tuesday.
Absolutely. We don't pick and choose how we call these matches. I mean, we're calling it exactly as we see it. And
Right.
I agree with you, BJ. This match was I wasn't impressed. I wasn't. I definitely feel like there could have been more, but we'll see what happens next show.
It didn't fit, and none of her matches have felt like a championship title defense.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, moving on. And like I didn't want to bury it. I want to, stay positive and everything, but consider it more constructive criticism. Like I want
Yeah.
to see Gabby succeed. Gabby has just her incredible body transformation in the last 6, 7 months. It's just it's
Next
inspiring.
7. Sorry, I work
At
in
the
a school
same
with
time,
kids, man.
no, I can't avoid it. Uh, at the same time, I would like to see a cleaner match from her. You know,
Yeah. Maybe we need to have her in a hardcore match. See, test your might. Hit the gong, Ginge.
he's probably walking the dog.
Yeah, he's busy.
So our next contest was a tag team championship match, but unfortunately, the challengers were down a man. Connor Schaefer suffered a serious injury and was in an arm sling, was not able to compete. So we had Sammy Whammy, the Reaper, Sammy Whammy, and Stife against Dylan Mesh and Vinny the Fixer.
Vinny the Fixer.
Who was, I hope he's
Man.
still watching because he was in chat earlier and
Oh, no, he
wow.
tuned out. I'm sure he's got better
Oh, I'm
things to do.
sure.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, come on.
He
He's
came
sitting
in, he
there. He's
talked some
like,
smack.
yeah. He was like, you know what? Come on, Tank. You play the long con. Admit it, you coward.
But yeah, Yeah, Enterprise Express were kind of outclassed in this one. And again, another mention of Vinny the Fixer being in a match, and whoever is across the ring from him is being outmatched and outclassed.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at, like, no offense to Stife and Sammy Whammy, but sheer size alone, Vinny is. Listen, that's how we try and do it. Archives. Okay, that's cool, man.
Nice,
Yeah, no,
nice.
listen, we don't ever want to disrespect or or downplay anybody's talents and
You
abilities.
think I want to piss any of these guys off? They'll destroy me.
We just have certain expectations as fans and as journalists of the product.
Yeah.
When you read a food review of a restaurant, you get your honest opinion from people. You know what I mean? So,
And hey, it's constructive. We're not trashing anyone. It's
yeah,
constructive criticism. We're saying this because we want to see better.
yeah, absolutely. And not saying that we can do any better in the ring. That's why we talk about it.
That's why we are doing what we do. That's why I
Exactly.
sell beer for a living.
And I wish I could get in the ring, but my retinas would detach and I'd be blind. So,
Yeah.
Well,
you could fight the Invisible Man.
Ooh, but even still, if I take the wrong head bump from him,
Yeah,
I'm still blind. So, yeah, Vinny the Fixer being in this match, man, my eyes were on the ref the entire time because I'm like, oh, what's going to happen?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard for your eyes not to be on the ref. He was right in front of us the whole time, blocking our view.
So, like, I wasn't sure if the distraction was going to come, if there was going to be this, that, the other.
Yeah. Precisely.
Love you, Archives. You're the man. This was a great match, though. Like, Sammy and Stife, they put up a strong fight. But they don't call him Vinny the Fixer for nothing.
No. He fixed things.
Yeah. So even in the beginning, when Dylan Mesh initially came out, before he introduced, Vinny being his tag partner, I was trying to start the breadsticks chant that had gone on for the last two MAWA shows. I was alone. Nobody else was chanting breadsticks.
Someone responded with, "He got fired."
Yeah, that was Connor. Connor walks up to my camera and says, he does. Oh no, he wasn't wearing that. Somebody else did say, yeah, he got fired. That's right. Connor walked up and said, he's not even wearing the clothes.
Because you started the "Where's my breadsticks," and in the in-between, he got fired.
That's right. Somebody did say that, yeah. But then
Dylan Connor said he doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, and then Dylan looks directly at me. And he's like, well, judging from your gut, you must eat a lot of breadsticks. And I was like, give me more. So yeah, this was a tough match to watch just because Enterprise Express, we wanted them to win, but we knew better.
It got even tougher to watch after a while until we'll get there.
Yeah, once Vinny the Fixer and Dylan Mesh pick up the W, we see a very, very sad and distraught Sammy Whammy.
What led to that W was Stife was Sammy was holding back, I believe it was Vinny. And Stife went for a super kick and nailed Sammy.
That's right.
And that took Sammy out. Moving on.
Yeah. Totally. That is a very, very poignant part to point out. So, after that, they get the W. We have the distraught tag team who had just lost their belts in the ring. Stife walks over, gives Sammy a big old hug, and then let him know, Beej.
Nut shot.
And, this is the second nut shot that Stife's had in about 3 or 4 weeks now, so I'm sure his family jewels ain't feeling that great. But to have it from your brother, your tag team partner.
They've been together how long? And obviously we see that, there's some influence playing into Sammy's decision because a very, very delicious looking business casual Mother Endless enters the ring and pretty much says, there is no more Sammy Whammy. You're looking at the Reaper. And And yeah, Sammy just kind of, or no, I'm sorry, Sammy said that.
Well, Sammy's like, I am the Reaper.
Sammy Whammy's dead. Long live
Sammy
the Reaper.
Whammy is dead. Long live the Reaper.
Yeah.
So we have the
I'm
full
sorry, I don't even know
transition.
what Mother Endless says. I was so distracted by her business casual garb.
As is tradition, we know that anytime that she's in the arena, you freeze. There it is. Did she just enter Joe Canals?
I'll have to check my Lindemann's stock.
Ooh. Mother Endless, he always has Lindemann's for you. But yeah, so the Enterprise Express is officially no more. Sammy hates Stife, and they're done. And then there we go. You know what I mean? We've got new MAWA Tag Team Champions, Dylan Mesh and Vinny the Fixer, who's not only now a Tag Team Champion, but the Forever Champion as well for Dog.
Dual champion Vinny the Fixer. Man, this guy, he's just an absolute beast.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Look out, Billy Gold is all I got to say.
Speaking of which, our next match.
Is it already there? Are we already there?
In our main event. Hold on, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything.
No, it was a relatively. So here's the thing: there was only like 6 matches.
Yeah, no, we covered it. We're caught up. Yeah, we're ready for the main event.
Every match was an absolute banger,
and the matches were pretty long compared
except for that one that we talked about.
Yeah. Oh, I would never.
No, ew. Why do I want to talk about that guy?
I'm glad you've just put the letters because for it to work, you have to say the full thing.
Why are the GIFs popping back up?
Ginger Man.
Ah. I need to find Billy Gold to toss him in a trash can.
Oh, well, yeah, no. He's clearly home now.
Take out the ginger to the trash.
Emotional damage.
Wait, are you home now, Ginge? No, you're not. Yeah, he's still at the academy. No? Look at that lighting. He's still in the academy.
He has a background. You can't do a background on mobile.
Yeah, you can apparently, especially if you're not on mobile. How are you here?
Oh, he's on one of the computers at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. No,
he's not.
Laptop?
I feel like we're talking to a mime.
Laptop. Okay. Our main event
is not Danger Ginger.
For the Mama. For the Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Alliance World Champion.
Mother Endless is not here.
Stupid idiot.
Between Challenger, God of Dadbod, versus our champion, Billboard Billy Gold.
Our forever champion. Billboard Billy Gold.
Yeah. And this match reminded me of a Starrcade main event, just in how overbooked it was.
Yeah. Yeah, you had surprise after surprise.
I still don't even know who Leatherface was.
Likewise, man. That guy caught me off guard, and I've never seen him before.
Well, let's bring it back. So this match was everything you would expect from two giants like God of Dadbod and Billboard Bill Gold. Hard hitting, just the ring couldn't contain these guys. And the chops. On both sides.
The meatiest chops that you could ever dream.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then absolute chaos broke out.
They weren't on the card.
No, absolute chaos.
Oh, okay, absolute. I thought, yeah, okay, gotcha.
We had, I haven't watched it back. What were the order of the run-ins here?
So that's what I'm currently going toward. Like, I just pulled up my footage that I got. Billy and Dad Bod really went at it for a solid like 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
Or actually, let me see, because I've got like my clips are. Let's see. Yep. So the match starts. My first batch of clips is 9 minutes, and about not even 3.5 minutes into the match, we've got Miles running. I don't know if my camera can
Was
pick
it
this.
Miles and Isaiah or
Look
just
at that.
Miles? I
Jumps
think it
up
was
on the
Miles.
back of Billboard Billy Gold. Look at that picture right there. Dad Bod's just like, yeah, get him, Miles. Yep, no, up. Ginge. Hold on, wait. I need to figure out my direction. All right, now I need to let the colors settle. All right, there. You can kind of see it. Dad Bod's on his knees. Miles is on the back of Billy Gold. So that was the first time that 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the match, Pete's posse comes in and just starts teaming up on Billy Gold. Was a member of Monster Asylum and last worked CRW.
Oh, okay.
Leatherface.
Thank you, Archives. I'm not familiar with MAWA before this year.
Same. Yeah. BJ and our first MAWA show was in January.
I've heard good things from Sammy Whammy, and I decided I had to go check it out.
So I was trying to remember what the first wooden board.
Oh, it said "Death
God
to
is
Gold." Gold.
well. There's the one that says "Die Billy Die," but this one says
God is watching.
God is watching.
God of Dad Bug.
Yeah, and Billy Gold gets thrown through that. Which when we saw him, yeah, when we saw him the following night, man, his back was tore up.
Oh yeah.
So it didn't feel like really heavy wood, but splintered like all hell. And that
he had
man,
like the vertical scarring, not scarring, bruising.
Yeah, he also got thrown through 2 chairs as well, with the sign. So like, I mean,
it's not a barbed wire covered piece of plywood. Great for the thing. That was someone else.
Yeah. So Pete's posse comes out and clearly is making this a team up match against Billy Gold. It's a 5-on-1. Who's going to come out? Who's going to save Billboard Billy Gold? Well, the first contestant on Let's Save Billy Gold was, I believe, Pat Dynamite.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm going to the scroll. Like I said, I haven't gotten to it yet, to make the highlights. So, yeah. Oh no. So they're getting ready to set up Billy Gold for a power bomb. Which the funniest thing is, it's God of Dad Bod, and then Isaac Taylor getting ready to lift Billy Gold onto Miles, his shoulders, for the power bomb. See right there, they're getting ready to lift him up there. And then next thing you know, who comes through the curtain with Stife? Our very own BJ Drinks Beers, a.k.a. Kid Legend.
Yeah.
Kid Legend.
I want to say I was shocked, but I saw him in the parking lot out of the corner of my eye.
Well, I had no idea that Kid Legend was going to be there. So for a quick second, I had to look and make sure like BJ didn't go and throw on some green and gold pants and hop in the ring with his meta shades to get a POV of beating the God of Dad Bod's ass. So so
great to see Kid Legend.
Oh my God, yeah! Especially since he's
his MAWA debut.
We're all huge fans of him. Super marks for Kid Legend. Followed by, let's see, who was the next contestant out on Let's Defend Billy Gold?
I think it was Tank.
I believe so, because right now Pete's posse has left the ring, and it's just Billy Gold and God of Dad Bod again, just all by themselves. And then Brian Murphy comes out with the beach chair.
Right.
And starts beating Billy Gold with that beach chair. So that's maybe what gave some of those marks, because that thing looks wretched.
The beach chair that he brought from home and was previously seen with his sit down with Pat Dynamite.
Yeah. And then Brian proceeds to go to the back to grab a Die Billy Die sign. Of course, in pink and black, as is tradition. But as they're getting ready to, because they set up the Die Billy Die sign in the corner, that's when Pat Dynamite comes
Also,
out.
by the way, that Die Billy Die sign is wrapped in barbed wire.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's messed up. What are they doing bringing barbed wire signs to this? This isn't that kind of a match. Well, either or, they don't get to use the sign because Pat Dynamite comes out and defends his crony, Billboard Billy Gold. And then, let's see, Pat gets actually manhandled pretty quickly. I'm not going to lie. He gets into the ring. Brian and Dad Bod just decimate him. And then the next member of Let's Save Billy comes out, and it's the Italian Tank. And the entire crowd goes wild, and they're like, yes, come out here and save Billy. And let me see if I can pause this moment right here, because this right here, you've got Tank squared up with Brian Murphy. Look at them. Ready. Yeah. I was ready for Tank to toss a punch and knock him the hell out. Nope. Pat Dynamite sitting on the side, and then Billy's even pulling up on the back of Tank's pants like, thank you for coming out here, brother. You're protecting me, brother. I appreciate it. But then what happens next? Let's see if I can keep this kosher up here. Oh, he does a landmine. Italian Tank landmines Billy Gold, and then Brian Murphy proceeds to beat down Pat Dynamite. And at this moment, everybody in the audience is scared. We're afraid. We're fearing for our lives. Is Billboard Billy Gold going to lose the championship? Is he no longer going to be our MAWA champ? I mean, come on, everybody. We know what Billy's capable of. And this is at, the 14-minute mark of this match. And, Tank's doing his thing. They're decimating their fight. And then out comes Leatherface, right? Was that the name that my archives told us? Leatherface, who came out. And it was like a Jason Voorhees meets
Leatherface.
Buckethead. Well, he didn't have a chainsaw, though. So, like, Leatherface has a chainsaw, and Leatherface actually doesn't wear leather. Just the mask is leather.
The mask isn't leather, it's human.
It's human leather.
But yeah, so Leatherface here.
Leatherface comes out. BJ and I were not familiar with his work. We didn't know who he was, but we were happy because it seemed like he chased away the posse. And then after this, Billboard Billy Gold, I believe, let me see. Oh, yeah. This was the moment where, so Leatherface chases out everybody, and then Billy Gold's alone back in the ring with Dad Bod. But currently, Dad Bod is just squeezing Billy's head. But Billy fights back. Look at that. Billy is ready to defend and win. The audience is screaming for him. Billy, fight for your life. He kicks him in the balls. That's right. For once, the Billboard balls do not get assaulted. It's the Dad balls. Billy Gold, look at that. Into the barbed wire. Die, Billy, die. Now that makes more sense. I was like, he's pretty much overreacting from falling in a wooden sign. Oh, there's barbed wire. And then here it is. The moment heard around the world. Billboard Billy Gold with the pile driver.
Oh,
a
brutal
massive pile driver on the 400-pound god of Dad Bod, and picks up the win, the W, the victory. And thus concludes our MAWAPALOOZA event. And then we see Kid Legend, Leatherface, Pat Dynamite, Billboard Billy Gold, Stife, standing in the center of that ring, fists in.
The faces stand tall and celebrate in the center of the ring, and that concludes
MAWAPALOOZA 8.
There we go. Thank you.
Fists in. I feel like we have a new stable here. I feel like it's going to be these guys squaring up against the posse.
Yeah.
One can only hope.
I don't know. The numbers right now, I mean, it looks like the posse might be outnumbered, but then again, you never know who the posse's got up their sleeve.
Well, they've got God of Dad Bod, they've got Miles, they've got Tank, they've got Murphy, and they've got Isaac. So that's 5 right there.
Right.
So you've got Leatherface, you've got Stife, you've got Billy, you've got Pat, and you've got... Who was the other one that was in there that I forgot to mention? Kid Legend.
Kid Legend.
So, I mean...
Oh, no, yeah, so that does work out to 5-on-5. Yeah.
5-on-5, baby. Who knows? Maybe that's what we'll see June 27th. Maybe that's what we'll see in November. All I know is you all need to come to MAWA. Check out any MAWA shows, any promotions, because I have not been disappointed. It's been some of the best wrestling that I've seen. The audience alone is enough to come because it's just uproarious. It's so much fun. It's so much chaos. And it's just a great time. And it's a great night. And I can't say anything.
Some of the same faces from the PWSA you'll see, including talent, concession stand workers, like, you know what I mean? Like, ring crew, like, you're going to see some familiar faces if you're familiar with the PWSA at MAWA.
Absolutely.
But it's kind of like an alternate dimension.
Exactly.
It's another world altogether. Like, when you step into that VFW, you're stepping into another world.
Yeah, forget all storylines you knew before, unless you've been following MAWA. If this is your first time coming in, ignore everything that you've ever seen before, because this is all whole new world. That's right, Miles. I'm a better singer. Get out of here. Keep it moving.
I want to hear his falsetto. Wait, no, I don't. Never mind.
No, I'm going to go check out his Instagram because I need to hear that. Ooh, MAWA invades SPO, the PWSA.
No, Amadeus was very safe that night.
Yeah, miles away.
He was in no danger of being beaten up.
Light years away. Nowhere near the venue. So, yeah, with all that being said, everyone, we would like to thank you for tuning in to our Wednesday MAWA stream. This was the first... Actually, no, we did another MAWA stream before, but I feel like...
We did a MAWA Wednesday, yeah.
This was the first time where we had MAWA guests on. And just another special thank you to Brian Murphy and Italian Tank. All hatred aside for Pete's Posse, it was an honor and a pleasure to have both these gentlemen here and to hear their story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we would be happy to have them on in any capacity to hear deeper into their personal journeys.
Just real quick. Also, shout out to Billy Gold for just taking my computer and my headset and randomly popping on to talk trash as Billy Gold does. Absolutely,
that was great
as well.
Yeah,
but you guys did a fantastic show today. It was great just getting to sit back and for once and just take in a lot of the stuff. You know, you guys absolutely killed it. Hopefully the June 27th MAWA show happens and I can go with you guys.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Finally make that appearance there.
Yeah, we need you with us, bud. You need to come to one.
I haven't been to a show with you as a fan since January 31st.
Yeah, I know, right? But everybody, Vinny the Fixer coming into the chat. We had whoever runs the MAWA YouTube channel pop into the chat. Everybody that has liked, popped in, commented, thank you.
Shout out to Archives for always being consistently in our stream. We appreciate you, man. We also did have Hybrid Invasion, Declan popping in, and two different
show.
Yeah, this was our typical normal show, regardless of who the hosts are. But no, seriously, Everybody, again, thank you. BJ, Pete, thank you for doing this special for the channel. Truly
Hell yeah.
appreciate it.
Hey
It's a
man,
lot of fun.
I'm a wrestling fan. I see something I like. I have this platform. I can't help myself.
Absolutely agree.
And that's why we do this for the shows we go to be able to talk about, because we'd rather talk about shows we're at in person than ones that we just watch, in all honesty, when it comes out, especially independent wrestling. But everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to us on all our platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. There could be a new platform coming in the future as well. I'm looking into expanding us to streaming somewhere else just for more reach. But everybody, that was BJ, Pizza Wall Piers, giving you the MAWA rundown. Again, thank you to Brian Murphy, Italian Tank, Billboard Billy Gold, and everybody else. Everybody be good to each other. And we will see you next time for BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. Oh. Using this laptop's kind of weird.
Bye-bye, bitch.
This is Pat Dynamite, and you're watching BJ DG Talks Wrestling. When Dynamite blows up, they don't get up.